She said it with a grin. That arrogant, fake little smirk that didn't even seem like her anymore. At least Mom's new husband isn't broke like you. The sound of silverware stopped mid-air. Her voice, too sharp and too perfect, cut through the calm of my kitchen like a jagged blade. My ex-wife sat at the table's edge, twirling her wine like she hadn't just spoken those same cruel words to our daughter days earlier. I didn't react. I kept chewing, swallowed hard, and reached for my water like I'd just been gutted in front of the only two people I used to call family. That's when the real silence started. Not the one that filled the room. That would fade. This one was worse. Settled deep inside me. There was a time Sarah would run into my arms after ballet. Her feet sore, her cheeks glowing, breath filled with dreams. "You're my hero, Daddy," she'd whisper. And I believed her. Even after the divorce, I stayed close. Paid for everything. Her school, her car, that summer in Paris she loved to brag about. It all came from my quiet sacrifices. Skipped breaks, long days, ignored needs. I never complained. Not once. Not even when Laura left me for a man with a fake smile and a heavy wallet. Not when she slowly turned Sarah against me with stories of my bitterness. My failures. I watched her change bit by bit. One sarcastic comment at a time. I lost her. But I kept hoping. Hoping she'd see through it. Until that dinner. That night, hope didn't die with a fight or slammed doors. It died with coldness. With silence. The betrayal wasn't loud. It was quiet. It showed in how Sarah stopped hugging me. How she sighed when I asked about her classes. How she casually started calling her mother's new husband Dad. Right in front of me. But the final twist. The tuition bill, paid by him, not me. Checked the account. I was locked out. They froze me out. But not my money. That's when everything changed. That's when I stopped hoping. Stopped waiting for them to remember who I was. They thought my silence meant surrender. Laura always thought I was too soft to fight back. She forgot. I paid for the life she rebuilt. I knew every piece of it. And how to break it down. So I started. First I called the bank and froze the education fund. It was in my name. She never read the details. Just assumed I'd keep paying to avoid conflict. Next I called the dealership. The car Sarah drove was leased under my business. I ended the contract. Had it towed at dawn. Then I logged into her university account. Cut off meal plans. Dorm payments. Book allowances. Redirected all notifications to my private email. She wouldn't be able to enroll again until the unpaid fees were cleared. And I waited. The panic hit at exactly 6:43 p.m. Laura called first. Her voice shook, trying to mask fear with rage. "What did you do?" Sarah called crying. "Her car's gone. He's stuck. What is wrong with you?" I took a deep breath, then answered with calm that only comes when you're truly done. "I stopped funding disrespect. You can't just." I did. "And I'll do it again if needed." The pause on her end. "Beautiful. You're punishing your daughter." "No," I said. "I'm teaching her actions have consequences. Just like yours did." She hung up. Smiled. For the first time in months. 2 days later Sarah came back. Not to visit, to plead. She stood on my porch, eyes swollen, nails bitten, wearing clothes I didn't recognize. Probably borrowed. Gone was the polished, designer version of her. She looked small. Real. "I need help," she whispered. I stayed quiet. Then she broke. Tears streaming. "Sorry. I didn't mean it. It was a joke. Mom said you wouldn't care." I looked at her, really looked. Not at the teen who'd tossed away my love. Not at the girl who spent my money like it meant nothing. I saw the child I once tucked in, who cried during her first play, afraid I wouldn't be proud. "I never wanted you to love me for money," I said gently. "But I won't let you hate me and still take from me." "I don't hate you," she cried. I was dumb. I wanted to fit in. "I didn't mean what I said at dinner." "Yes, you did," I replied. "And that's okay. But now you'll learn what it costs." I didn't give her keys. Didn't hand her a check. I gave her something better. Responsibility. She got a part-time job. Moved in with a friend. For the first time she saw the price of cruelty, of taking things for granted. Laura kept calling, voicemails full of rage, then begging. I never replied. But I listened. You're ruining her life. Well, I was saving her from yours. Months went by. Sarah's texts grew shorter, more respectful. She stopped asking for money. Started sending updates. Picture with coworkers. A used textbook she bought. Quiet thank you for being firm. She was learning. As for Laura, she stopped calling. Her husband's company collapsed. Turns out it was all debt and fake promises. Her Instagram. Silent. No yachts. No power couple posts. I never said a word. I just stepped back and let gravity work. People think revenge is loud. But the most satisfying kind. Silent. Precise. It doesn't destroy. It reveals. And when the dust clears, those who betrayed you finally understand. You weren't weak. You were just patient. And now, you're done waiting.